Welcome back to Mailbox Corner, the podcast where we dive into the mysteries of mail and package delivery. I'm your host, Jake, and with me is the ever-curious Emily. Today, we're tackling a topic that's puzzled many of us: FedEx tracking statuses. Specifically, we're looking at what it means when your package status says, "Departed FedEx Hub." So, Emily, have you ever found yourself staring at this status, wondering where on earth your package could be?
Oh, absolutely, Jake. And I know I'm not alone. It's one of those updates that can leave you scratching your head, especially if it doesn't change for days on end. But before we dive deeper, let's clarify what Departed FedEx Hub actually means. It's a status that indicates your package has left one of FedEx's sorting facilities and is now on its way to either the transit or destination country. It's a common status for international or cross-border packages under the On the Way FedEx General Update.
That's a great explanation, Emily. So, essentially, when we see Departed FedEx Hub, our package is embarking on quite the journey, potentially crossing oceans and borders. But here's something that might confuse some folks even more: the difference between Departed FedEx Location and Departed FedEx Hub. Can you shed some light on that?
Certainly, Jake. When FedEx updates you that your package departed FedEx location, it means it's left a sorting facility within your own country. It could be moving to another facility for further processing, or it's on a vehicle heading towards you. On the other hand, Departed FedEx Hub is a bit more specific. It indicates that the package has left a FedEx facility in either the origin, transit, or destination country, signaling that it's part of an international journey. So while both statuses mean your package is on the move, Departed FedEx Hub specifically points to international travel.
That distinction really helps clear things up. It's all about understanding the journey our packages are on, especially when they're traveling across borders. Now, I'm curious, Emily, and I'm sure our listeners are too. Why might a package get stuck on this Departed FedEx Hub status for days or even longer? What do you think?
That's a fantastic question, Jake, and it's something that can cause a lot of anxiety for people waiting on important deliveries. There are a few key reasons a package might linger on this status. For starters, customs clearance delays are a common culprit. Sometimes, FedEx doesn't update the tracking when a package begins the clearance process, so it appears to be stuck even though it's actually moving through customs.
Ah, the mysterious world of customs clearance. It's like a black box sometimes, isn't it? What else might cause these delays?
Another reason could be a lack of scanning. FedEx, in an effort to save time, might not scan packages at every step of their journey. While this can speed up the delivery process, it also means we're left in the dark about our package's exact whereabouts until it's scanned again. And then there are transit delays. Accidents, inclement weather, or backlogs at FedEx hubs can all contribute to prolonged status updates.
It sounds like there are quite a few factors at play here. And while it's frustrating not to know exactly where your package is, it's somewhat reassuring to know there are logical explanations behind these delays. Now, Emily, if someone's package has been stuck on Departed FedEx Hub for an unusually long time, what should they do?
Great question, Jake. If your package is past the agreed delivery date, the first step is to contact the sender to file a claim with FedEx. Since the sender is the one who has the contract with FedEx, they're in the best position to inquire about the delay. FedEx may compensate them if the package was lost in transit, which can then be passed on to you in the form of a replacement package or a refund.
That's solid advice, Emily. It's always best to start with the sender when dealing with delivery issues. Now to our listeners, have you ever experienced a long wait on the Departed FedEx Hub status? What was the outcome? We'd love to hear your stories. Share them with us on social media or through our podcast platform. Absolutely, Emily. It's fascinating to see how many external factors can influence the journey of our packages. And speaking of journeys, it makes me wonder about the global logistics involved in moving packages from one country to another. It's a complex dance of coordination and timing, isn't it?
It really is, Jake. Every package's journey is a testament to the intricate network that companies like FedEx have built. From sorting facilities to customs offices and beyond, It's a global operation that works around the clock to ensure our packages reach their destinations.
And with that complexity comes the challenge of keeping everything on schedule. It's clear that delays can happen for a variety of reasons, but knowing why can help ease some of the anxiety that comes with waiting.
Exactly. And while we're on the topic of easing anxieties, I think it's important to highlight that patience and communication are key. If you're expecting a package and it's taking longer than anticipated, reaching out to the sender for updates or clarification can often provide some peace of mind.
That's a great point, Emily. Patience and communication go a long way, especially in situations where we have little control. Now, before we wrap up this segment, do you have any final thoughts or tips for our listeners who might be dealing with a departed FedEx hub status right now?
Certainly, Jake. My biggest tip would be to stay informed. Keep an eye on your tracking information, and don't hesitate to reach out to the sender if you're concerned about delays. Remember, they're your best resource for updates and resolving any issues with FedEx.
Thanks for those insights, Emily. It's always good to remember that while we might feel anxious about our packages, there are steps we can take to stay informed and proactive. Meanwhile, we ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit mailboxcorner.com for more tracking statuses.